Dale should be in the chat too, so he should be able to post all that stuff. I'm on the laptop, so it's a little strange.
Hey everybody, we finally came on live. We are. This has been an incredible run. We have literally, I counted 22, 23 speakers. I need to verify completely, but we are bringing people on. I don't know if we're already frozen. Hold on. I tell you what, this has been a crazy platform. Oh, here we go. Okay, hold on. Yeah, there we go. All right. So, hi, everybody. It's Joy Packard, and we are here again bringing to you another double header. We have 2 speaker interviews today. Yesterday, we had 2. The day before, we had 3. And because we're fitting it all in for you, we are, I'm just in awe. Every time I bring on a speaker, I'm just like, I didn't know that about that person. I didn't know that he did that. And so it's so exciting to bring to you guys. I say it over and over again. We have an incredible lineup of speakers, and it's not just that they know Amazon. It's that they have hearts of gold. They're here to serve. They want to see you succeed. And so we are so excited. And today I have a special guest. My platform didn't allow for us to have, I thought his brother was in the same town, but he's not. And so we can only bring on one. And so Steven's on here. And, if we have time, we might bring on Nate another time. We're running out of time. I should throw him
under the bus.
Yeah. And these are a brothers duo dynamic team. And we're so excited to have them. And you know what? Whenever I asked them to speak, there was like, I loved it because they inspire me so much and they have no idea. I like to tell you guys a story about the speakers, and I'll tell you guys a few months, was it maybe 6 or 7 months ago, almost a year ago, actually, 8 or 9 months, I met Steven in Dallas. I spoke at a Ryan Rieger's event, I think it was, and he was there and came up and met my husband and my kids and my family, and I was just so impressed. You can kind of tell when you meet people, how they, at least I do. I just have this special power of intuition to know about people. And I'm so impressed with Steven. I'm going to introduce you formally to him here in a minute, but I did want to tell you that story because he's over there helping Ryan with his conference. He's helping people. He's always helping. And pretty soon as we go along with this interview, and Nate's on here as well. Hey, Nate, you guys can post your Facebook group. He has an awesome Facebook group, and he and Nate offers so much value, free content. And I'm telling you guys, if you are not in that group, Nate's here. Nate, go ahead and post it as we're talking, and Steven, you can too if you want to. They have this amazing group that, there's a lot of groups that are paid or whatever, and who knows, maybe down the road they might make it paid. But right now, I do know that they offer so much value. If you're thinking at all to do Amazon merch, and if you're not thinking about it, you should be thinking about it. You should go there and sign up because, there's usually a waiting period to get your invite. So I don't know. I'm just in awe with you, Steven, and Nate. I know Nate's not on here, but that's his awesome brother. Nate just posted. I'm going to show this on our page right now. You'll see this showing up on our screen. There it is right there underneath us. There's our Facebook group. You guys should join it. It's free, and all you're going to do is get value. And so, well, without any further ado, I'm going to introduce to you guys this amazing person who, he and his brother Nate have so much. I'm so excited to hear, them on stage. They're coming to Houston. And so it's going to be awesome. And so I wanted to introduce you guys to them. Hold on, Nate. I think that let me see if I just want to make sure we're not frozen. I have to refresh the screen every now and then. Because, I don't want to be talking. And okay, here we go.
Nobody hears it.
Yeah, nobody's hearing it. So I always like to check it. Anyway, without any further ado, I want to introduce to you guys my amazing friend and business associate, because before I introduce him to you, I want to tell you guys, I knew I wanted to do Amazon merch, okay, but I didn't want to do it, if that makes any sense. I'm so busy. And so I found the solution, and it's these guys. They have an amazing, service that they give me where they just, I all I know is, they upload these amazing designs and, and it's just awesome. So I'll let him talk to you a little bit more about that. But without any further ado, I'm going to introduce to you Stephen Hibbert. Nate is listening on, and I'm sorry we couldn't bring him on. This platform only allowed for one person, and I thought they were in the same state, but they surprised me and they're not. So anyway, Stephen, tell us a little bit about who you are and, kind of what you're up to, and a little bit of a teaser of what you're going to speak about on stage in a few weeks.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll start there. We're just going to show you kind of our merch journey and how this thing went from like an idea to beyond our wildest imagination. That's what we're going to be speaking about. But yes, I am Stephen Hibbert. My brother is Nathaniel Hibbert. We kind of combined our businesses. It was separate for a while. I've been doing online sales for over 10 years. He's been doing graphic arts for about 10 years. We just kind of combined our powers when we kind of found out about merch. So it was like the perfect merging at the right time. But you spoke me up so good, I'm blown away. It's such a wild transformation in the last few years, because I did meet Ryan and then helped him out. I always kind of viewed myself as the butler, like the guy behind the scenes. Because I enjoyed helping people, kind of be a part of what everybody was doing, but I never wanted to be in front of the camera or in front of the mic. And then Ryan, I think, kind of said the same thing you did. Like, he saw me, he met me, and then there was something about me, and then he gave me an opportunity. And at that conference, I don't know if you remember, I was sitting up front. I was just the tech guy helping, and then he had me sit up front, and then was just kind of like whispering some things to me, like, oh, this is be nice if you could do this or do that, or one day speak up here. And I was like, no, I'm never doing that. Like, I want nothing to do with that. I was like, I'm happy with just fixing any technical problems that you have, but I don't want to speak up there. So I think even through him kind of seeing me kick back that idea, and then talking to you and just people like you just pushing me and saying, hey, you have a ton of information you need to tell people, you really like helping people, your heart's in the right place, you should be doing these things. And then getting a little out of my shell over time, and then this year starting that group in, I think it was February, and then that group just exploding is I would have never thought that happened. I guess going to ASD, helping Ryan with his walk, going and doing different just crazy things like that I never thought was possible. You inviting me to that speaking engagement, I was just like, this seems unreal. I don't know how this came about, but it just is amazing. And then to see your lineup, it was just like a whole bunch of heavy hitters. And then we kind of feel like we just kind of snuck in there under the whims.
Nope. You're right there with everybody. I mean, you see, guys, when I bring on these people, you see, they're humble and they're giving and they're serving and they're always just humble like that. And I love it, because I'm bringing you guys out of the other day I was interviewing Trevor Morris, and I saw his aunt post on there, how proud she was of him, because he has so much talent and so much to offer. And people don't know these things because, this is a very unique conference in that it offers many different ways on how to make, many different ways on how to earn money with Amazon and on and beyond. We have Shopify, we have different experts coming, but don't discount yourself, Stephen, because you guys are one of the first ones I asked, because I thought, who, do I want to, represent my very first event?
Yeah, you're gonna make me cry. That's crazy.
And, when I met you, like I say, I have a special intuition of, and I don't mean to brag about that, because it's just something that it's a gift. And I'm able to, when I meet people, I can kind of tell their heart and what, I don't know. And so,
because when you met me, I was not doing any of this. I was just barely helping Ryan. I had my own accounts and stuff going, but I wasn't enjoying it. And then as soon as I was able to help Ryan, I was like, oh, I kind of like this. But when I met you and you had your family there, that's what blew me away. I was like, I didn't even know you could do that. And I was like, I want that 100%. And since then, I've been able to go CS with my family, go to Texas for different events with my family. I just have to thank you for that. That just opening my eyes to that. And then Ryan, especially, just saying, oh, you can do this, you can try that. And I would have never dreamt about doing any of this.
That makes me so happy, because I am so proud of my family. And, that's why I do what I do. I start all my presentations with my why, and they're my why. And that was an awesome event we went to, because, you and I were talking about this, and it was a Marriott Gaylord Texan in Dallas. And I held 4 rooms, because I brought my children and my.
Yeah, when you said your kids, I thought 1 or 2, and then you were like, "This was my kid. This was my kid." Yeah. I was like,
you met maybe 4 or 5 of the married kids. I have 8 kids, and the oldest ones were there with the grandkids, and we used our Marriott points. And I think you and I talked about that. I tried to get Keith Crow on on this conference, and he almost came.
Oh,
One that taught us about, but he'll come on. I'll bring him on sometime, and he has an amazing gift of using Marriott points, or not just Marriott points, but points in general.
Points in general, yeah.
To fly first class, to stay at these amazing hotels. So when I met you at that conference, I remember what I remember the most, and you'll laugh about this, is you were going around and scurrying to help Ryan make sure everything was in order, and you're the wind beneath his wings at conference and helping him make it all. And that's saying something, for someone to care so much. I mean, here it is, it's not even your event and you're trying to make it right. And that just says something about you. And so, oh, Nate, I know Nate's still on here. Nate, another thing that I would like you to do as Stephen and I are talking is, these guys made my event shirts. And I was just like blown away. I'm like, they just said, hey, Joy, maybe we can, have some shirts made for your event. And then if people want to buy them, they'll come, or who don't even, you don't have to come to the event to buy a shirt. So, Nate, if you're, I think you're still on here, but if you are, as Stephen and I are talking, if you can post in the group the links for our t-shirts, and our, some of that stuff is incredible. I mean, they made my logo, and it was just unbelievable. I'm just so happy with their work. So speaking of that, tell them like a little bit about, what we have your group in the chat and everything, but you also do something that many people would be very interested in, because there's a lot of people out there who are like me, and that is, give me the lazy way. Give me the lazy way to make money in this, because I am a busy mom. I'm doing, I went to China. There's only so many things I can do, but I do talk about outsourcing, guys, and many of you know that I do that. And one of the things that I outsource is my Amazon merch thing, my merch account and my business. And I talked about this in China. I talked about you guys. I said, I do a lot of stuff, but I don't do this by myself. I hire amazing people. And this brother duo dynamic team, guys, after this interview, if you are not flocking to their Facebook group to get to know who they are, you are definitely missing out, and you definitely need to start getting on Amazon merch. Just go over there and sign up. You have to get on an invite from Amazon, but you can't.
It's gotten a lot easier. A lot easier.
So tell us a little bit about, well, first of all, like Amazon merch in like 10 seconds or less, guys. You come up with your ideas, your graphics, your pictures, or hire it out. Just tell someone what you want, and then you put it on a shirt, or you put it on a hoodie or a long t-shirt. Amazon creates it and fulfills the order for you. I mean, it's almost like, I hate to say this out loud, but I'm going to, and that is, it's almost the easiest way. I don't know why I don't just do that, but that's because I'm who I am and I love to do many different things. But tell them a little bit about, what's the name of your, is it called, what's the name of your company that you do? Is it called the Wingman Merch, or is it something different? Or is that just the name of your Facebook group?
That's just the name of our Facebook group. We've been trying to do a few different things, but we've actually not opened that up to a lot of people. I'm getting a lot of feedback. I think it's through your...
Are you? You sound great. Do you guys have feedback?
I don't know. Oh, I guess it's just maybe on my end. But we don't actually offer that service right now. What we're trying to do is teach people how to build that for themselves, because it's kind of difficult the way that Amazon has it set up right now. You can't, unlike your seller account where I could go in and you give me certain access, you almost have to give me full access to everything. And we don't like to do that unless we know the people. So we do it with Joy. We do it with a few other people. Yes. But we found that there is a huge need for that. A lot of people want to set this up like a business, and it is fairly easy once you kind of get the ball rolling to hand it off to other people. But that's what we're trying to teach people in our group. And even more powerful than that is to partner up with other people to make it easier for yourself. So you can hire VAs to do art. You can hire VAs to do keyword research and just build your business like that. Amazon is evolving as a platform. It's going to be harder to do that in future. But if you partner up, like with people with Joy, if they have a conference and be able to make shirts with them, that's a very easy way. Especially, I mean, I was laughing when you said, oh, Nathaniel, you're in this group. I feel bad now saying it, but I constantly do that to Nathaniel. I'll say, oh, it's a good idea. And then I'll just list off like a month's worth of work and be like, you should do that. And then I'll bother him in like 2 days. Like, oh, did you do it? Did you do it? Is it done? Did you do the Search with Joy? Did you do this with Ryan? Like, I feel bad. It was before it was like, I felt like Batman and he was kind of my Robin. And now I feel like since that little break.
Sorry to interrupt you, but someone's saying that you do have an echo. And so maybe just adjust
turn it down a little bit.
Maybe turn it down. Fernando, what do you think? He's on there kind of helping monitor. So I'll let you keep, but yeah, maybe you can just adjust your wire a little bit, maybe.
Hopefully that stopped it.
Yeah, we'll see what you sound great to me. It is good now. Perfect. Thanks, Nate. Okay. Yeah, keep going. So
yeah, the part when I was just about to talk about my brother.
There you go.
But I had to kind of take a step away from our business for almost 2 weeks, and he kind of just like stepped in, and stuff like that I think is why we want to teach people how to build a business more than just like a job, because I have nothing against RA, OA, all those things, but it is a grind. Like you have to constantly be on it or set up a system to be able to do it. And with merch, we feel like that's the easiest way to do it because there's not a whole lot of steps involved. Like you said, it's just make the t-shirt art and upload the t-shirt art and maybe a little bit of data research inside of there, but it's extremely easy. And There is a lot of ways to leverage your account to do some amazing things. I think that's a part of another reason why you kind of reached out to us too, because you had something when you were doing your videos on your channel. You used to say all the time, do what you love and do it often. And I just heard that and heard it a few times when I used to listen to you in the background. And I was like, let's just make a shirt. Again, Nathaniel should do that. And then I sent it to you. And I think just that too, like being impressed of how quick that stuff was able to go live was kind of the thing where I was like, oh, that's the thing that we've been missing. To be able to work with all these people to get things done so rapidly is, I think, a little mind-bending, because that's almost a fault of ours when we were trying to help other people, because we would give them the links and everything before they were even done doing certain things, and they were like, there's no way you got this done so fast. But doing that for you, that shirt didn't quite really sell, but I think hopefully that impressed you enough to go, oh, these guys are able to do this thing and they're willing to do it. Let's see if we can make this work. That's why we jumped on a call with you and kind of set it up with an account that we could take it over. We want to do that a lot more, but like I said, right now it's very difficult.
Right now, guys, I'm special. So, but the good news is in their group, they have a lot of different methods and ways that they're going to talk about and teach. And so, you'll be able to pick their brains, especially if you have the VIP pass where you come to dinner. We have 2 VIP dinners on Friday and 1 on Saturday. But even if you don't do the dinner from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., and plus the VIP people, who are going to dinner maybe 30 minutes late to that, but the networking will open at 7 and end at 10. And we extended the ballroom, and there's this amazing patio, and we're going to have music and a cash bar. That is where the magic happens, guys. Like, so Friday and Saturday evenings from 7 to 10 p.m. we have networking, and that's, the speakers we have are amazing, but it's during those hours that you can talk to them and not just the speakers, guys. It's the
other people. Yes.
Yeah, we're expecting.
I hear that all the time, especially Chris kind of harps on it, and you go, But then once you start going to the events and you start making these connections, like a perfect example for what we did, I was just there as an attendee, and then Ryan asked for some help for technical things, and I was able to help him. And then that led to so many other friendships in that, right? Not even with the speakers, just other people in there that I talked to.
Absolutely.
It's amazing how much that will expand your business and doing things that you didn't even like. If you're only doing RA and you come to this thing, I guarantee you that's not the only thing you're going to be doing when you leave out of here.
Absolutely. This is going to give you guys, I call it the candy shop for Amazon. It's just going to lay it all out for you, and you're going to have all of these amazing ways to pick. And you know what? I'm going to advise you to not say, I'm going to go home and do all of them. You may, unless you have a way to outsource it, start with 1 or 2 methods. Maybe Amazon merch was your first way, and maybe, some people may go the Shopify route first, but everybody is going to be different. And the exciting thing is that you're going to have experts, not just on the stage. I hear people who are coming, we're going to have, I think our count is roughly at 80 right now, and, 80 in seats. And so, we're expecting probably 100 to 130 is what I'm guessing. It could go. I mean, I don't know. I was going to sleep last night, and the tickets were just selling, and so it can hold 200 without chairs. I'm sorry, without desks, but it'd be tight, but it does hold 200. But I'd be happy, if we hit 100, 125, it's a perfect mix of being able to attend to you as far as your questions. And then you guys get to network and, in between the 20-minute breaks here and there. Stay right there because I'm going to show something. Hold on. Okay. You VIPs who are coming, these just came in. That's why I wanted to show them to you. I don't just mess around with swag bags. If you are one of my, the VIPs, we have, I don't know how many we have signed up, maybe 7 or 8, 9 or 10. You guys get, the other bags are awesome too. You're going to, if you come to the event, you're going to get an awesome swag bag. But I want you to see something because I want to almost make this my product. So here's the product for the VIPs. And what's different about this is it has a, where is it? A USB charger right here. So it's just got this USB pad. And so, it is not, I'm not kidding around when I tell you guys on the event page. By the way, Nate, if you've got the event page link, could you please post it while we're talking? Does he have that too, Stephen? I think he does, right?
Should, yes.
Okay. If not, Stephen, can you go ahead and post it while we're talking? Guys, the event is filling up. I'm not kidding when I say that. I'm not kidding whenever I say that I'm upgrading VIP swag bags. These are, I want one. I'm going to order more probably for myself. And so I when I say that I'm upgrading the swag bags and you're investing in me and my event and my speakers and everything else that we represent, I'm just saying that is awesome. And there's awesome things that are going to go in there. And it's not just a keychain. It's just different things that you're going to want to keep that, we're going to have awesome journals that, one of our speakers, Cordelia Blake, is making to where it's something that you're going to want to keep. We're not messing around whenever I say, hey, if you decide to go from the basic package, and when you go to that link that's on the screen right now, you will see that there's different levels that you can pick. There's basic, deluxe, and platinum. If you do the deluxe and platinum, you're going to get that awesome bag. That's and you'll get to do VIP. You get one VIP dinner to, sit with Nate and Steven and Fernando and all these people that you see me bringing on. It's not just me. This is not just about me. I am just so humbled of the people that we have pulled together. I'm just like, okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to take notes at my own conference. And I really am. I'm just so excited about it. And I can't tell you how grateful I am that you guys are going to be here you're coming from Florida, right? Is Nate coming from Michigan?
South Carolina, I think, is that right now?
Oh, is he in South Carolina? Or he is at a different event?
What your event is going to do that I think no other event is going to do is when all those people get in a room together, because I have not met a lot of those people face to face. I've seen things that they've done. I've kind of followed them. But when we sit down in a room, I think that's what's really going to be super powerful, because I know I'm going to bounce ideas off of other people. They're going to be able to bounce ideas off of us. Even when I talk to you and I go, oh, I don't know about this. Even right before we came on here, we had a 5-minute conversation and I already have a ton more ideas. People listening into those conversations, I think, are going to get a ton of extra value. So any of those meet and greets, I think that's where the real power is going to come from. Again, I think the presentations are great, but the true value of this is meeting all these people and making connections through I don't know. It's kind of mind-bending now that I think about it, because I forgot that it was only a year ago that I went to that conference. I can't even list all the things that came out of that. That's what we're hopefully doing with our presentation, is just the merch, the way that we went through merch, our little path through merch is just mind-bending to me. And then you can multiply that through every other business thing that you're going through is, I don't know, that's crazy.
Awesome. Well, Nate, on that link that you just posted, can you edit that and just basically you can grab your event tickets here so people know what that link is. And so we have a few more minutes, and I wanted to tell you guys that those who are listening, or those who, I will offer you guys a $50 promo code off from all the basic, deluxe, or platinum. Actually, I'm going to make it even better than that. You get $50 off of the basic, but if you decide to do the VIP and get this awesome swag bag USB port charging, I'll give you a $100 promo code. That you don't always get that. So sometimes I feel like giving even more, and today that's one of those days. I had some.
Well, we want to give away something then.
Okay,
We
go
have
ahead.
a Trello board that we have for our group. Again, I hope Nathaniel has that link. We can post that because that's almost like a hand holding through the
Oh my
first
goodness.
steps of merch. I thought it was going to be like an hour or two that we put into that thing. We put weeks and weeks and weeks of work into that thing, and everybody that watches it has nothing but amazing things to say. But it's almost like if you know zero about merch, this thing will hold your hand all the way through
Oh my
to
goodness.
how to get the keywords, how to do keyword research, how to do niche research, how to actually get the shirt design, what a good shirt design looks like. And I was saying, Nathaniel before, he is an amazing graphic designer, and he's been doing T-shirt art. So to him, explain T-shirt art, even when it's like on a call with that we're doing, to just kind of break down what people are looking for and what customers are looking for. I don't know. It's very humbling to hear that from my brother, or even anybody that says that about me. Is like, it's blown away. It's almost like we do it so much that we forget how powerful the stuff that we're doing is. But to
I
tap
can't
into
believe what
Nathaniel's
I'm
10
hearing.
years of graphic design is like, well, how would you ever think about that? It's like the color coding and the grading and everything is just like,
Yeah. And so, guys, I mean, I can't, I didn't, and here's the thing: when I bring these speakers on, I don't give them. I have no questions pre. I don't. They don't know what I'm going to ask them. I don't even know what I'm going to ask them. And some of them are just, well, most of them, if not all of them, I'm just going to say all of them are blowing me away with, just what they have to offer you. If they don't have something to give away, it's who they are, even that just coming on here and you getting to know them. I mean, that is amazing what they just offered you. I mean, if you are not on Amazon merch, I mean, they're going to take this and you're going to be able to learn how to do it. I mean, that's like private coaching for free, guys. I mean, I hope that I can get in that group as well. Although I don't really need to, because you guys are handling both. But that's unbelievable. Thank you for that value. Oh gosh, my heart is just like pumping. I'm just so excited. Well, look, we're out of time, but we do want it. We know that you guys, Stephen, we thank you for your time. Nate, I know Nate couldn't be on here, but he is in the chat helping out here. So these I call them the dynamic duo brothers, speaking at our live event, April 27th and 28th. It's just around the corner. You still have time to buy your airline tickets. Houston has 2 airports. It's not hard to get here. We have an amazing hotel. We have amazing people that you're going to hook up with. We have amazing swag bags for the VIPs. Just, I don't know what else to give you guys. We're bringing to you guys the most amazing speakers, amazing content, amazing hotel, 2 VIP dinners. Lunch is included in your ticket both days. We have disco at night. We have networking.
Heyo.
Cash bars. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you guys. I mean, if you are not registered, I'm telling you, the event is almost sold out. So if you are sitting on the fence, you better hop over and you better just press the button. Because here's the thing: if you don't make it to the event after you buy your ticket, there's no refunds, but you do get the recording to the event, and you do have the ability to get the live stream as well. So I'm so excited. I mean, I haven't even, you guys might think I'm on caffeine. I don't even drink caffeine. I'm just so super stoked. I can't believe what I'm hearing, Stephen. I can't believe what you and Nate have offered.
I have a question for you, just talking about caffeine. Are you going to be talking about any health and wellness at this event?
I don't think so, but I will if, in the hallways, if you guys, I have.
I'm going to be asking you a ton of questions.
You can. And I'm going to be actually having a health wellness retreat in September. After this whole thing is over, I just went to China. I'm doing this. I'm getting my Amazon business on autopilot, and I'm you guys all know who listen to me. I'm so into the health and wellness and personal development of my life. It's just changed my life. All the things that I've learned, it's almost a sin to not share it. And the best way to share that is on a blue beach at a retreat where you're hearing me and other people who are going to come in. So
let me know for sure about that, because I'd love to go to that. I wish I could have went to the China thing, but it didn't line up. But
I hear you. We may be doing that again. I don't really know.
Are you going?
I may be I shouldn't say that. I'm going to say it on the air. Before I went to China, I did have my link up that I was taking people to China, and then my mom moved in, and I love my mom. And so I tend to her. I have a lot of things that are going on, but I had such an incredible time, and I saw so many people's lives change that, again, the only one of the reasons that I said, I told my husband after this trip, I think I'm just going to do China from home, meaning that I've got everything that I know and I can help people. But honestly, I met with a supplier up there who may offer. We're going to actually, if I offer a China trip, it's going to be like no other. We're going to, and here I am talking about China again.
Yeah, I'm going to the next one for sure.
Okay, so within 10 seconds to not take up too much time, bottom line is.
Sorry, I derailed you.
Yeah, we're probably going to offer private transfers, private translate. It's going to be a unique. It's going to be at different markets. It's going to be something that nobody offers. So if I still go on the China trips with all my buddies, that's awesome. But I will say before this trip, I already had it in my head that I was doing one, and then it got derailed because of this event and the course. But I had too many. I have literally 10 to 15 people I have written down that have said, please take me to China.
Me.
So it just may happen. I'm just going to, do that. But thank you for asking. And thank you for your time, guys. All you guys who are listening and who will be listening, I know your time is valuable. Thanks for giving up a little bit of your afternoon. We have another interview in about 1 hour with the amazing Jason Miles, Shopify expert. I'll be sending the link here on my Facebook pretty soon. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Nate.
You're welcome. Thank you, Joy.
Thanks for giving us of your time and your value with your groups and your hand-holding Trello group. Oh, my goodness, guys. Get on those groups. All right. Bye, guys. We'll talk to you in about an hour with Jason Miles. Take care. Bye, Stephen. Bye, Nate.
Bye, Joy.